Hey, and welcome back to the channel. Well, in today's video, we're going to be addressing the rear suspension of this truck. We're going to be putting helper bags, a compressor, the lines, wiring, and the gauge inside with a controller inside. So if I add extra weight to the truck, since it is lower to the ground, I can raise it up and not have any issue with that rear suspension bottoming out on my chassis. But first, we're going to be talking about a sponsor before we get into the video. Today's video is brought to you by Wolfbox and Wolfbox products. Now, if you're familiar with this truck, you've seen the videos of the install, but today we're going to be giving a little quick talk about on this Wolfbox retractable bed tonneau cover. Now, this is an excellent product. I do recommend you getting one of these. They're not just for Ford F-150. They have them for other models as well, and plenty of other products on their site. Of course, we have a controller right here on top, which I can use. It is locked. It is weather tight, so no issue with anything in there getting wet. Now, I can just hit the unlock button to unlock it and hit the open. And we have this wonderful feature. It opens up with a very nice LED light right there to light up everything at night. And with this rainy weather outside, everything's wet outside. Inside, everything is nice and dry. So go pick up your Wolfbox retractable tonneau cover today. Here's the kit that I have that's going to be all laid out on the floor. Of course, compressor kit and bag kit. Now these right here are not going to work. These are for the factory F-150 application, but we have a flip kit, so these are not going to be able to work. We're going to have to modify them. So let's get all this right here and see how we're going to get it onto this truck. Now this is what I have to work with. My axle, of course, is flipped on top of the rear end, and I'm going to have plenty of room within this wheel tub for this bag bracket and bag mount that we're going to make. Now I'm going to be removing this upper plate right here. This is the DJM suspension kit. I'll be using this. I'll put it back on, but this is what I'm going to be using to build off of for my bag plate. Now, this is ride height right here. So from right here, I need to be screwed in on right here where my bump stop is. I'm going to have to measure from there to the frame. Whatever this is ride height. So my bag needs to be at least collapsed enough that from here to here, this is how much room I have before it fully collapses, because I need this bump stop to hit before my bag's collapsed. Otherwise, I'm going to have bag damage on the bag and going to be issue with ride. So I'm going to just collapse it to the measurement point of this before I make my brackets here. So let's go ahead and get into it. Now I have the bag in place, and some may think, well, what's going to keep that from sliding around? The bottom of this plate, there's a hole which goes into that dowel. There's no movement side to side, it's solid. And then put the bolts in. That's going to hold that bracket down, just like that. Now the bag is completely mounted at the bottom, so I can get this tape measure, run it over from the side of the frame over to the bag here. I'm going to go right at 4 3/4. That'll be a good number on both sides. So from 4 3/4 to the center hole, I'll cut my bracket right there to be even for the frame to 4 3/4 with this center hole here. So I'll know exactly where to make my mount, get them put on, and then we'll get that part welded in. I have this piece of angle here. It's plenty thick and it's going to be big enough. So what I'll do is on this, I can put them where I want them to go. Measure from here 4 3/4, cut it, make my holes, and that right there will be exactly where I need it to be. I can cut this bracket right here at a little bit of an angle where the top will be exposed inside there, so I can get a bolt in it, and I'll have enough for 2 pieces for the top on each side. Now, here they are. So there's the pieces, there's the bag, and it's gonna go in there just like that right there. And I'll have to put a hole right here in the side, big enough that my airline can elbow here and then run directly over into where the compressor is going to go. Okay, I finished doing some brackets here. I cut this bracket. Now this right here will sit against the top of the rear end further out. I've lowered the bracket onto this piece right here. It hangs over right there, and that's extra support against the rear axle. I actually put a square tube all the way at the top, and I had to change it to where this right here will be flat with the top and some gussets in the back. And of course I've lowered this down a little bit and changed that bracket. So it's got the support of the rear end here and right here on the top. So those are now in place. That is the passenger side. And this being here, the driver's side. So got them all painted, got them in place, got it all welded in, got gussets in, got the piece on the top runs all the way to the other side of the frame. And everything is pretty much ready to rock now. So now I'm trying to get my compressor mounted somewhere to the side. I may actually mount it right here in front of the bag so that it's actually closer to the bag when filling air rather than way up on the frame up here. Plus it'll be out of the way from anything. Running it right here just like that. It's tucked away. So that's what I'm debating on, putting it right there and then teeing the line off to go on the other side back here, because the line has to be teed off and the line ran to the inside of the truck for a gauge. So we're gonna go ahead and get our compressor right here mounted, get it fixed, and get, of course, the hot wire right here has got to run to the switch inside the cab. So that's got to be a wire ran into the cab. So that's got to be done. I'll just ground it over to the frame, and then I'll start running the air lines from these bags. Okay, I now have that box mounted. Now what I did, rather than put those gauges into the truck, here's a power wire that I have running from my battery, which I have connected, and I have another wire that comes down into my compressor. Now, this line that comes out of the compressor goes into a T, which goes from this one over here into another T, which goes to each of these bags in turn, right here, that you can see are already pumped up. But this other wire here, I opted not to put my gauge in the truck. I wanted it right here. I can just easily reach over, hit the switch, and raise it up at the desire I want, because I'll be sitting here looking directly at the wheel. So once it squats, I just reach over, boom, hit the button. And that's what's going to raise my suspension to where it needs to be whenever it gets loaded down, which is going to be perfect for me in my application. It's right here. It's mounted underneath this Wolfbox bed cover right here at the bottom. And I've got my gauge, I've got my switch, and my release for the air pressure. So that right there is going to be perfect. So now we're going to get our wheels on it and see if it works and goes up or down. Okay, we've hit the switch and it went up. And it went up fairly quick as well. It didn't take very long. But the test course is going to be having that bed loaded down. And we're going to have a bunch of stuff that we're going to be picking up, of course, from Mars Performance. And there's a lot of things we don't want to get wet. So, of course, that Wolfbox bed cover is going to be able to retract over everything and keep it dry. But that's going to be it. So now let's go ahead and finish off the video by telling you, if you haven't subscribed, please do so now and hit the notification bell. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section. And go ahead and check out all my other playlists and videos, and I'll catch you on the next video.